Hey everybody, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you a very interesting experiment that I decided to conduct for myself. I was realizing in my current disc-bound system that I am using for my social media, which I do love, I kind of am running out of writing space. And I've heard of Plum Paper in the past, but I was not aware that disc-bound was an option until I watched Jennifer Miller Crowder. She has the channel Happy Place Planning. And I saw that she had these disc-bound options and I thought it was just genius. So I thought I would, just do a 6-month kind of like trial for myself and see how I like it. So this is the little postcard that you get with your order. So that's really nice. I will say this, I'm very impressed with the covers. They're much more durable than I thought they would be. I love the texture of it. It's very smooth. I love that they're easily interchangeable. I don't have to be playing around with, scrapbooking paper and whatever. I can just change out a cover. And they're relatively inexpensive. So, like for me to add on a cover every time I place an order wouldn't be a big deal. Plus, you can choose whatever cover you want whenever you place an order. So whether you get a notebook, whether you get a planner, you choose the cover that comes on there, which I think is absolutely amazing. I chose not to get that plastic, I guess almost like a lucite sheet over it, because I wanted to see how this would be on its own. And personally, I think it's gonna be just fine. So this is my cover. So I'm really, like I said, I'm gonna kind of do a review as I go along, and then I'm hoping to have enough time to do a setup as well in the same video. So first, definitely a pro. I like the cover. I think the covers are very durable. They will be easy to wipe off if you need to. So I think that's huge. Of course you have your title page, so to speak, your name page. Here's 2023, here's 2024. I like that you get both for your overview. You have a special date section. This will be great for probably my Scentsy. Launches, those can go here. And then here's another section. You can do ideas, plans, and goals. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but I do definitely like that. Now, when you get to the planner section itself, your tabs are in the back. Now, I chose the colorful ones because I typically, for the most part, love colorful tabs. I saw many videos about the neutral ones, and I guess I got a little confused because I thought I was going to end up with that neutral dashboard, but I didn't realize it had to be with the completely neutral options. So I do have the original Plum Paper dashboard, which is not that big of a deal right now. Again, I like the colors. Now, the 6 months, I decided to start it in October, and I will be going through March with this. So my tabs are here. So actually, while we're going through this, I'm going to go ahead and put these in place. Now, one thing I did notice, first of all, the calendar's really nice. I like that it's a narrower section up top. I feel like you have more space in your calendar. I like that there's also the next month at the bottom here. Hopefully you can see all that. Yeah, so I like that. Now, when you get to the first week, like for instance, so this is still September and then October 1st starts on Sunday. So this isn't like a pale gray and then this isn't a darker gray. I know I've come across other planners in the past, mostly ones that you could buy at like Staples, like desk planners and stuff, that did that same thing. The planners that I use, either Erin Condren or Happy Planner, typically do not do this. I would really prefer to have it all in one color, but either way, it's not a huge deal to me, so I don't really consider that a con. I would just rather have them all in the same color, but I will definitely work with it and still be able to plan with this. Now, when you get to the end of the month, right here. So like here's October 31st. So again, of course, November is in gray because it's the month that you're not in the same tab on. But what I do want to point out is when you get to November, you have that same week repeated. So I just feel like, and it's just an opinion, I feel like if they just did it all in the same color, they could keep the weeks very similar to other planners and not have to sort of like repeat the weeks, if that makes any sense. So I don't want to have to plan on both of those. So what I'll probably do is like when I get to the end of October, the majority of this is in the light gray. So what I'll probably do is, do the runner tape and stick those pages together. And then that week will be in November because I don't want to have to decorate that like twice. So that's again, it's not really a con. It's just something that, when I think about it, I wish it was a little different. Now, moving forward, while I'm getting these tabs in here, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the planner. So another thing I love that there's these weekly trackers up at the top. And let me kind of show a close-up of that. So I really like that. You have, I think it's what, 5 options here to track, and then you can do it for the whole week. So that's really nice. This would also make like a great wellness planner. And I also understand this one is the vertical priorities. They also have a horizontal priorities. And I think that that would be a really great option for wellness. Because it's very similar to the academic one from Erin Condren that I will be using actually next year. So maybe come 2025, I might move into the horizontal priorities because I really like the way these pages are laid out, and the horizontal one is really nice. And like I said, it's very reminiscent of the Erin Condren academic. So let me finish getting these tabs in here. And while I'm at it too, you know, I do also like, and actually let me flip here to January, I like more writing space. I like that these columns are wider. You know, like I used to always keep my videos up at the top up here. I can keep them down here. And if I end up posting on Saturday and Sunday, I can also do those at the bottom. It's not a big deal. But I like that I feel like I have a tad more writing space width-wise. And then, you know, I can make other notations. I'm not sure what I'll use those boxes for, but they're there and I kind of like them. So there's that. I actually also, when I was going through this, I noticed that compared to other planners, these have a much smaller tab, you can see. So I kind of like that. I like the smaller tab option. I think that that is nice. I think it's a little bit more streamlined looking. And I really appreciate that. So here's March. Okay, so this is where my 6 month ends. Now at the end, you get, okay, so this is the end of my month for March. You get a couple sheets of graph paper, which is nice. And the papers are really nice quality, guys. This feels very reminiscent of the thickness of Happy Planner, maybe even a little thicker. And it's smoother. It doesn't have that same like toothy texture that the Erin Condren does. But either way, I mean, I still use Happy Planner and I like the way my pen writes in there too. So I don't have a problem with that. There's a contacts page and there's a password page. And then there's a preview of your 2025 calendar. You also get a double pocket folder, which is nice. And of course your back cover. Now, one thing I will also say is you can get coil or disc. First of all, that's a huge deal for me. I love, you know, my Erin Condren. I hate the coil, not gonna lie. I love disc bound and I like that this gives me so many more options. These are fully customizable. You can get no color at all. So like, you know, next time around, I'll order the neutral tabs as well and not get the colorful because I prefer the dashboard, the new neutral dashboard. And then maybe I'll just decorate the tab, you know, in accordance with the holiday or the month that it is. There's many different layouts. You guys, I was, when I first looked at the site, I was almost overwhelmed. There's so many options, but it's fantastic. I think it's a great thing to be overwhelmed with. Add-on options, you guys, I swear there's like a gazillion. It's unbelievable. So I'm very, very impressed with this. And overall, really, I think there's way more pros than cons. And actually, I don't think there's many cons at all. Like I said, I would prefer the days of the week be all the same, the color and the weekly layout, and that the weeks wouldn't repeat from month to month. I would rather, you know, have it that way. However, I will deal with it and figure out how I'm going to work with it because overall, I think those two little minor things that I have an opinion on aren't going to affect the way I plan. The other thing, now you'll notice the size of this cover. The only other thing, again, it's not a con, it's just a kind of a bummer for me. I was planning on possibly using my colorful seasonal tabs from Happy Planner, but if you look closely, now this is the size of the cover, that's not even the size of the paper. You can still see the tabs are way bigger than even the cover. So the paper is not the same size. And the reason I say it's a bummer is because when I ordered this, I did not get a notes tab with extra note paper in there because I was planning on using my Happy Planner paper, which for the time being, I'm going to have it in the back anyway. And I will just have to order some of the paper, maybe in a notebook form or something. And add that to the back and eventually take the Happy Planner out and put it with all that other stuff. Now, the upside is discs. They're basically the same. You know, obviously any disc will work in here, so that's not a big deal. My dividers and things will work fine. So I'm good with all of that. I think this is gonna work great because I have so much disc bound stuff. And again, this is gonna be great for customization, it'll be exactly what I need. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can get this put together. So let's take the cover. And what I like to do is I put them together at the same time because I feel like it's just easier. I do this with my happy planners too. You know, any covers, whether I've bought them on Etsy, they're from the actual planner I purchased, whatever. I always do it this way. And if you kind of slowly like roll it in, it goes in pretty easy. Now I will notice that these punches are a little bigger, like that little round, half round section, but that's okay. Either way, that's nice. And I didn't have to buy discs, so that was wonderful because I've got a gazillion of those on my own. Now, one thing I might do, and actually, you know, this will be a way for me to get my notes pages too. I might actually order their, I think it's called the weekly overview, because in the beginning of my Happy Planner social media, I had a page, and of course I didn't grab it and it's across the room, but I had a page in the front that had, like on the one side, I was able to list the videos I was needing to film. And then on the other side, it had Monday through Sunday. And I was able to already kind of pre-plan what days those were going to go into. So if I were to get that like weekly overview, that would give me the same thing. It would also give me the neutral tabs. So that would be nice. And I'm thinking that that is what I'm going to do. So I might place that order probably in the next couple weeks. And then when I do, I can give you an update about how I change it. Let me actually start this from the back. It's actually easier. Okay, so here goes my folder. I'll add my paper and stuff last. I want to get this all on the discs first. So, my March tab, there it is. And this is, like I said, again, it's good quality paper. I think I've seen many videos. People don't have many issues with it, like ghosting or bleeding through. And for the pens that I do personally use, I'm either using friction pens, or I love my Bic ballpoint, or I'm sorry, Papermate ballpoint Inkjoy pens. So I've never had a problem even with those ghosting on my like Happy Planner. And I feel like that paper's a slight bit thinner than this. So I think it'll be just fine. But I'm looking forward to giving this a try and seeing how I like it. Again, I only did the 6 months because I figure at least it gives me an opportunity to try something. And I'm not committed past like a year. Now the upside to that is it gives me a chance to try it out. But the other thing is, again, going with that fully customizable point that I like making, is that you can actually order 6 months, 12 months. I think it's like 15 months and up to 18 months. So you can actually choose how much you order. It's kind of crazy, and I think it's amazing. So already on the discs, that looks really nice. I really like that. I have plenty of room, considering I'm probably going to be adding that second like 6 months. Now, what I'm also gonna do is, this is out of my Happy Planner. I'm going to put this in here. This will separate some of my papers. And you'll be able to see here in a minute, like you could see how much bigger that is. But you know, for now, I'm going to live with it. And like I said, in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna think through how I wanna do things. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, place another order. This is even a slight bit bigger because it's Happy Planner. But again, for now, I'm just going to go with it. It's what I have. It's what I'm going to use. And, you know, I mean, this is a new system for me. So it's you learn, you know, the ups and downs and whatever. So it is what it is. Now, I could use one of my Happy Planner covers, and that would kind of, you know, hide all of that. So, you know, that's also an option. And that's why I kind of want to think about, you know, what my options are before I make a choice on what I'm going to do. Because I might actually put this on one of my Happy Planner covers instead, just so that I can use all of my other things, including like, you know, my tabs. So we'll see. I mean, I'm a sucker for seasonal, and that includes like my dividers. So you know, we'll see what I come up with. I do love this though, but even if I maybe put like the clear Happy Planner cover over it, that might be good. I know Jennifer Miller Crowder, when she did hers on Happy Place Planning, she actually put the planner cake cover over the top of it, and that looked really cute too. So, I mean, that's always an option. Now, let's go ahead to October, and this is the first week here. And actually, no, let me use this one instead, because I think what I am going to do when I get that weekly overview, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to put that in the front, because that's how I sort of pre-plan. So let's maybe do that here. But the other, you know, upside is, like I said, then as much as I enjoy like the colorful tabs, because I really think that's, you know, attractive to look at, it's all a little different. I'm really not a big fan of this dashboard. So if I do decide to go ahead and get that like weekly overview for 6 months and combine it with this, I would just take these tabs out, have like one October tab, have the weekly overview section in the front, and then go into the rest. So that's probably what I might do, and that's kind of an option. For now, I'm not at all disappointed with this. I am learning as I go with this, because I was not even aware that they had, like I said, any kind of discount options. So I think this is fantastic. I look forward to giving this a try. And pretty soon you will see an October plan with me for the monthly, and you will see all of my social media plan with me's in this planner. Again, I may or may not change this cover. We'll see. You know, because I might decide to, instead of getting a second planner, I might, you know, put my other Happy Planner sheets in the front, and then it will be a true Franken planner, because it's going to be Plum Paper and Happy Planner. So we'll see. But in any case, guys, I just wanted to show you this and let you know that it's out there. I mean, I've been in paper planning for years and never knew that Plum Paper had the discbound option. I don't know how long it's been available, but I wanted to let you guys know, because maybe I wasn't the only one. In any case, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Take care, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.